Who should go under the Tudorscope? Round 2. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. In the first round, we lost some rather interesting individuals who didn't make the cut. For instance, Michael Jackson was a potential person for examination, and notwithstanding scoring 24% of the vote, he lost out to Tom Hanks. We also, of course, had interest in Jordan Peterson and Klaus Schwab, but they were roundly trounced by Diana, Princess of Wales. Dolly Parton might have been interesting to examine, along with Catherine de Medici, but Mother Teresa swept the board pretty convincingly. Thereafter, Elon Musk valiantly sought to be chosen alongside President Zelensky, but Zelensky outdid him. Robert Downey Jr., Henry Cavill and Eminem were some way behind. In our final round, it was a little closer, with Eleanor Aquitaine being an interesting historical choice, but she didn't have the staying power, so that ultimately Jim Carrey was the one that made it through into round 2. You have been voting in your thousands, and at this stage, with 8,400 votes that have been cast, Jim Carrey brings up the rear with 8%, a percentage that he stayed on for a couple of days now. Next, Tom Hanks on 18%. Similarly, there hasn't been much movement in his percentage over the last couple of days. In third place, Mother Teresa, 20%. She was on a higher percentage but has slipped back a little bit over the passage of time. We then have President Zelensky on 25% and Diana, Princess of Wales, on 29%. This is perhaps not a surprise. In the second round, the voting has been a lot closer. In the first round, Hanks was ahead by 20 percentage points over his next individual. Diana, first time around, was also 20 percentage points ahead of the next person. Mother Teresa was 30 percentage points ahead of the next candidate. Zelensky was just 6, and Jim Carrey was just 5% over his opponent, which was Rupert Murdoch. We've got 3 clear people that have been slugging it out: Diana, Mother Teresa, and Zelensky. And that you have also provided some excellent short videos explaining why you believe that these people ought to be voted for. I've decided that as a consequence of this, that we're now going to have a further round of voting to see if we can get a more clear winner. And therefore, we're going to drop Jim Carrey from the selection, and also Tom Hanks, because they've trailed in 4th and 5th position respectively. And we're going to now make it a 3-way race between Zelensky, Mother Teresa, and Diana, Princess of Wales, to see if someone can nudge particularly far in front of their next competitor by reducing the field to 3. The way that we're going to do this is that we're going to allow you a final opportunity to convince people before the voting starts. I know that some of you had already cast your votes by the time some of the videos from your fellow Tudorites had come through. We're almost going to have a bit of a hustings. So, based upon these 3, if you would like to encourage your fellow Tudorites to vote for Diana, Princess of Wales, or Mother Teresa, or President Zelensky, now is your opportunity to do so. You've probably seen the videos that people have created where they've appeared on screen or perhaps just provided a sound file, and you might now perhaps feel less shy about doing so. You might also feel more motivated to want to do it as a consequence of some of the comments that you've been reading, that you think, no, people really need to know about this particular famous person to have them go under the Tudorscope. People deserve to know. I've seen some pretty impassioned pleas and arguments that have been advanced. Accordingly, as many as you would like to do so, please send to narcissist1909@gmail.com your video or sound file whereby you address me and the Tudorites to explain why the relevant person should be voted for. In your email, please in the subtitle state who it is that you're talking about. That makes it easier for me to allocate them to the right place. And then I will take them, whether it's video or audio file, and put them all together with regard to each candidate. And therefore, those videos will be released in the course of Sunday, most likely late Sunday afternoon UK time. So that gives you roughly 24 hours to gather your thoughts, issue what you want to say. If you've already sent one in, you can send another one in again. That's fine, because you might want to bolster your arguments or run different ones. And I'll bundle them together so that then everybody can watch them and determine whether people are putting forward excellent views, which might just cause them to change their view about who they would vote for. If you were a Carrie or Hanks voter, well, your candidate didn't get through, so now you have an opportunity to transfer your vote to either Diana, Princess of Wales, Mother Teresa, or President Zelensky. If you haven't voted already, why the fuck not? See me after school. And if you've already voted and you picked Diana, Teresa, or Zelensky, you might vote for them again, or you might think, well, actually, I'm going to keep an open mind on all of this, and I will watch the compiled videos that come in from the Tudorites, and then make my mind up thereafter. So what we're going to do is you've got roughly 24 hours to get your video files and audio files to me. They will then be put up, as I say, probably late Sunday afternoon UK time. And then an hour or two after they've been seen and digested, we're going to open the voting in a final runoff between Diana, Princess of Wales, Mother Teresa, and President Zelensky. And the clear winner of that vote will then go under the Tudorscope. I will probably have the voting left open for a couple of days to allow as many people as who want to vote to do so, and that means we'll be looking somewhere around on Tuesday of next week, announcing who the winner and who is going to go under the Tudorscope. That's how we're going to proceed. So, ready your arguments, ready your files, get them sent in to me, continue to argue your points in the comments. I've enjoyed reading the back and forth that has gone on and the various things that people have advanced, and we will now proceed to the third and final round, as it's a three-way fight between Diana, Princess of Wales, Mother Teresa, and President Zelensky as to who's going to go under a detailed examination as they find themselves subjected to the Tudorscope. Thank you for listening.